Okay, so I'm eating my lunch like an animal. I am literally crouched down on the floor to hide because I may be on my lunch break, but people don't acknowledge that. So they just like pop their head in the door and they say things like, "Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt your lunch, but can you chop up these 14 rutabagas for me?" It's just the way they do it. So I'm hiding. One. Two, I'm eating my pork chops like a monster. So these are the ultra thin ones that I did on my Blackstone the other day. And I just warmed them up like just a little bit. And I have a little puddle of spicy mustard on there. And that is what I'm eating. And they're not as fatty as I would like. So I had a coffee with some butter. Kind of along with this, just to kind of up my fat during this meal, since these are pretty lean. So yeah, this is my first meal of the day on Saturday. So, yeah, here we go. Hey guys, so I just realized that this is going to be like the shortest ever example of what I eat in a day while on BBBE. I apologize, but I guess it's really just not all of that interesting. At this point, I really have gotten to where most days I am only having 2 meals a day, and they are pretty repetitive throughout the week. So I'm only sharing this one day with you just to give you an idea of just a sample day. The only thing I have not included in this, and I'm not featuring in this, is my this morning. This isn't something I've done all week. But today I did decide to have a coffee with some butter. So, and then I did mention with my lunch that I had another coffee with butter with that. But otherwise, no other food. So I'm going to spin you around. The houseflies are terrible. So if you see them flying around me, it's because I'm outside. But I'm going to show you my plate here in a second. All right. So this is my dinner. This is 3 eggs scrambled in 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of the rendered bacon grease. This was a 12-ounce pack of just regular thin sliced bacon, and I just cut it each strip up into like 6 pieces. So I just took the whole package and cut it into 6 big chunks and made little bacon curls. So these are all basically, like you can see kind of the size of these, just like kind of snacky to go with the scrambled eggs. So that is my second and final meal of the day, and it's pretty early. It's not even quite 5 o'clock, but I've been unintentionally squeezing everything into a much smaller eating window. Frankly, I'm not really all that hungry early in the day. I'm really not hungry at all until maybe people calling me while I'm on the phone. I apologize. But usually around like 1 o'clock, I may start to have like some little feelings of hunger. And at that point, I will normally drink my electrolyte water and see if it's just thirst or if I'm actually hungry. And usually I can tell within a half hour to an hour if I'm actually hungry. So most days I've been eating my first meal between 1 and 2 p.m. And then my dinner has been anywhere between like 5 and 7 p.m. And then I'm done. And then for the rest of the day, I'm drinking either regular water, sparkling water, mineral water, or coffee. So still day 13 right now, no soda, no energy drinks. So that's honestly a shocker even for me. So this was, like I said, probably a little boring, but a very, very simple what I eat in a day on BBBE, and this is kind of what I've been having just about every day this week. So I hope this helps. It doesn't have to be complicated. It really doesn't. It can be super, super, super easy. It can be cheap. It can be very benign and basic, and I feel like once you get a few days in, you really start to look at food differently. It's not as much for enjoyment as it is for, I need some fuel for my body. So I really, it's crazy to not have these intense cravings and desires for other food. It's just like, oh, I'm hungry and I need something what sounds good. Eggs, pretty much for every meal, and something else, one of the other meats. And I just, at the time, I kind of decide which one I'm going to go with. So today was bacon. But anyway, that's it. Sunday I'll be back with a meal prep and plan for week 3, which is coming up. And then Monday I will have my results for week 2 of BBBE. So stay tuned for both of those. Until then, let me know how y'all are doing. Drop it down in the comments. Let me know if you're still sticking to it, if you've had any issues, if you have any questions or anything. I'd be happy to try and help you as best I can. So thank you again, as always, for all your support. And I will see you on the next one. Love you, mean it.